everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Sam. If you are new here, welcome in. I'm so glad to have you. Today we are back with another speed build on Kona Acres. So as you can see, I am going to be building right behind Daisy's house. I just did her speed build and she seems to obviously be loving it. So if you want to see that speed build, I will put it up in the cards for you. So I'm really excited to get this build going. This is going to hopefully finish up this this last piece of sort of the front of the island, and then we'll work all of the back island soon. So if you want to see more videos like this, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe down below. I truly appreciate it and appreciate all of you. So yeah, let's just go ahead and dive on into this speed build. So originally my plan for this was to actually put Bones's house here and do that. However, when I was sort of planning out this speed build, I was not getting a good, I don't know, base plan, I guess, for this. So I decided to actually go a different route. So Bones's house, I think, is going to actually be above this build. I still haven't quite decided yet, but I'm thinking that's where it might be. So I figured, oh, you know, what is something fun I can do, sort of make it almost like a transitional area to get from one house to another. And I thought putting a little horse stable would be super cute. So here I am going to lay out a little bit of water, little sort of river, a dead end river, and get that going. So that'll lead right up to the cliff behind it. And eventually I'll probably put a waterfall there just to give a little bit of a water feature for this area. So you can see I sort of had it mapped out as a house, but like I said, I just was not quite feeling the area for Bones here. So I already knew what I was doing for Bones. That's why I desperately wanted him, because I knew what I was doing. I knew he'd be in this area. And yeah, so we are going to go with a horse stable instead. So these horse codes are amazing and I love them. All the codes that I have used in my previous builds, and including this one, will be down in the description below. Go ahead, go check them out, support those creators. They are absolutely amazing. I wish I could do half of the things that they do. But yeah, so just trying to get things looking a little farmy in the area. So obviously I have to include the silos and the barrels. And the hay beds are honestly lifesavers. They take up a decent amount of space, and they just look fairly nice. I mean, they are pretty neutral in color, so yeah, I'm really enjoying using the hay barrels on this island. I thought it'd be really cute to put a little apple tree next to that. We all know horses love apples, so I thought that would have been just super cute. And I'm just going to extend the path right up to the incline. I will have an incline there to get up, obviously, to the next level at some point, probably when I do Bones' house. I also think this is going to be the end of the in-game pathing. To me, it just makes sense. You know, in town, you have a really nice, you know, a decent path. You're getting from your farmer's market to your resident services to the campsite. And the more back you go, the more farmy it's going to be, the more rural. So not as many, you know, roads and paths there. So to me, just makes sense. And so I'll be using a lot more of this pathing that I have now that I'm using towards the back of the island instead of the dirt path. Here I am going to get a little bridge. So I really wanted to use a bridge or two on the island since it is sort of farmy, and I just feel like a lot of farms don't have a lot of inclines, but I am using obviously quite a bit of incline. So I did want to include some sort of little bridge, and I thought this was the perfect little spot right in front of the horse stables. So here I'm trying to get it so I can have a little diagonal bridge. It took a little bit of time, but we got it, and I love it. We have it all paid off, and I am probably going to go ahead and time travel so we can see what it looks like in the area and sort of finish building around it. So I do want to add a tree to the area, or, well, two trees. Just to sort of give it a little more separation from Daisy's house. And, you know, I don't really want you to be able to see the horse stable from her house. So that is hopefully the plan and the goal. So we will find out here soon whether we can or not. But I am going to extend out this pathing, do a little patch of grass here. I have a little garden faucet there to get water for the horses. To me, it just made sense, I suppose. Just getting some flowers to fill in. Basically, the main build is done. Now it's just sort of filling in these empty gaps, making it work, and just doing basically putting down designs, flowers, a few bushes. I do have a fence I wanted to put. And here's me trying to decide what the heck to do. I'm also starting to really enjoy these barbed wire fences. They're just, I'm starting to love them. I'm starting to love them. I have this little swinging bench that I thought would be super cute to put in the area, and another garden bench. Just wanted to make it very relaxing around the river. You know, people can go sit, hang out by the horse stables. Basically, my thought was, you know, if you're at the campground, you can rent a horse, I guess, go horseback riding for the day, and just enjoy the nature, farms, things like that. It took me quite a bit of time to figure out what I wanted to do here, and I wanted, and like I said, I know I wanted the bench, which I'm starting to really enjoy the green items as well. So just using the green option, this iron green bench is so cute. And I also wanted it to be to where people could actually sit in the area. You know, it's something that you can still go and get through, whether you're going in front or behind it. And I definitely wanted to leave this area sort of open as well. Like I said, you can get here through Daisy's house, so it's like almost Daisy's secret lake area, I suppose. I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do back here. I just decided to extend the fence out a little bit, decide how I wanted it, um, make it look a little more complete. And back here, I decided to just add a little extra pizzazz using this festival garland. But I wasn't quite getting it where I wanted it to be because I wanted you to be able to see it, and I thought it was pretty hard to see back there. So I do end up using it later on, and I'm really happy with where I placed it. But back here I decided just to put like a little white Cosmo field. I thought that was super cute. Cute little filler for that back area. So you can't really see back there anyway. You can get a few glimpses here and there, but I didn't want anything super crazy back there. I also have noticed I've not used that many bug models in this whole island so far. I've used a few, but probably towards the end, I'm going to walk through and sort of put some models down or fix some things. So it just seems more just full of nature and things like that. But I love the bug models. I think it just gives it a little extra detail that the area might need. I have to use the garden wagon. It's like essential on this island. Every build needs a garden wagon. But yeah, just trying to figure out where I am putting things. Like I said, that little transitional area right there, like right between the campsite and there, I think I am going to end up working on a little bit more, and I'll bring you all along for that. But I'm just not quite convinced on the area quite yet. So yeah, we'll have to maybe fix that and worry about that later. But my main focus was the stables, and of course it was the easiest of everything that I've done. So yeah. I love the little ship in a bottle. I don't think I ended up using it in the build, but I think it's just so cute and just adds a little extra funness, is that even a thing? Funness to an area. All right, and that is basically everything I have done today. So I've time traveled to make sure everything was grown in and fully there. So we are gonna go ahead and go see what it looks like completed. So this is coming off of Daisy's. I love that it's barely visible still from there. So that's super nice. But yeah, just a simple little horse stable by this little river here. The garland, I love it behind it. It looks really cute at night with it lit up and things like that. And I just think it's so cute. One of the most simple builds I've done, but it honestly might be my favorite so far. I just think it's so fun. Here you can sort of see the little Cosmo field. And you can see kind of from Daisy's house again, you can't really see it, which is really nice. And I am loving it. But I loved, like I said, the little Cosmo field back there. It's almost like a daisy field. That's what they remind me of, our daisies. So, of course, I have to take pictures, show you the different angles of the build. But this came together so quickly. I already had the codes ready for this build. I knew at some point I was going to put it on the island. I just wasn't sure where, but I'm super happy with how it turned out. I'm super happy with where it's at. So thank you so much for watching my video. It means so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!